And now, Your Highness, we will discuss the location of your hidden rebel base.
You may fire when ready.
If you only knew the power of the dark side, they would be honored if you would join.
Don't worry, Arthur. We're going.
Wrap it up, fuzzball.
I feel the Force.
Force will be with you, always.
Welcome back to Blah Wars. How you doing, Jude?
Yeah, not bad, mate. You good?
Yeah, man. How was your bank holiday?
Pretty chill. Well, I say chilled. I've been doing a lot of adulting. Where have you've been off at Comic Con and
Yeah, pissing around, mate.
Yeah.
It's the joys of not being a parent,
yeah,
which I'm sure
exactly.
you miss. But
Wow.
one day I guess I'll have to be. I have to grow up. But yeah,
Responsibilities.
on Sunday morning I decided very like 7 in the morning, just because I was in London. I thought, fuck it, I'm going to go to MCM Comic Con. I mean, I don't often go. I've been like maybe 2-3 times over the last 10 years. So
Did you just rock up and get a ticket, or did you?
yeah, on the Sunday you can pretty much guarantee you'll at least be able to get a day ticket in. But because it's just the last day, everything's winding down. All the excitement's died down a bit. It's still quite busy.
Sounds crap.
Yeah, but I mean, well, the thing about
just a janitor cleaning up after everyone's
that's right.
sweeping the floor.
There's all kind of like banners falling down
And
slowly
you're
as
just
I went
wandering
in.
around going, no excitement, but it's worth it.
Well, it was last minute, like I say, and I thought I'd get over there, so I got the tube over from sort of the Richmond area,
Oh, yeah.
and I must have got on the wrong tube like 3 or 4 times. The DLR, I mean, because I don't know what it is about the tube. I know what I'm doing. I know where I'm going with the DLR, because it's above ground.
Where is it? East London.
Yeah, it's over at the Excel Centre.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
EXL or something like that. EdXL, I don't know. But like the Royal Victoria Dock, I think it's called, that kind of area. And yeah, I got on the wrong train going to Canning. I got to Canning Town, got on the wrong train, the wrong direction. So came back to Canning Town, got on another train. Again, not the right stop, so was going completely the wrong way. Got off at that one, went back to Canning Town, but didn't end up at Canning Town, went somewhere else. So
This is
eventually,
like something out of the labyrinth, mate. I
it was
expect
stupid.
David Bowie
I was
to
getting
come
more
out
and more
start
stressed
singing.
out. I was getting more and more
Remind me of the
stressed out
beat.
and like pissed off. And I was thinking, like, I've got to be on the right one now. There's somebody who looks like they're going to this Comic Con thing.
Just dressed up as a Jedi.
Yeah. Well, no, just
Just dressed up
geeky
as
t-shirt.
Jabba. I was just a fat person.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But then I did finally get there. I just saw a massive crowd of people all in costumes and whatever, and then it was that was where I just thought I'll follow these guys. And yeah, security was obviously stepped up to the max. It takes about 50 minutes to get inside because they bag check you and everything now. And
Yeah.
it's weird though. When they're going through security, everyone's getting bag checked, and then there's these people with massive guns and like huge.
They look
like
fake. But they
Well, they don't look fake. They look authentic, and they've got Assassin's Creed. They've got those knives that pop out their wrists.
yeah.
People are wearing those. I mean, it's scary times out there, and then these guys are rocking up to a fucking massive exhibition,
Well, they
armed to the teeth.
They're sort of like water pistols with a orange nib on the end to tell everyone that they're actually fake guns. They've got
Maybe,
orange
yeah.
blades.
They were sort of tagging things as people went in. Like they're putting little, I didn't see what it was, but they were putting what looked like cable ties on things. I thought that'll definitely prevent that being used as a weapon. Anyway, so
exactly.
I get inside, and I mean, Comic Con, right, is not like MCM Comic Con is not really massively all about Star Wars. In fact, Star Wars is a very kind of a small spectrum of it. It's really more about comics and manga and superheroes and things like that, and video games.
What are we doing this for then, mate?
Well, there is a Star Wars since The Last Jedi. No, sorry, since The Force Awakens came out. The the Star Wars kind of audience has sort of boosted there.
Blossomed.
They've got more Star Wars related stuff going on. They've got more. The people are coming dressed as Star Wars characters. When I went there last time before The Force Awakens came out, there was very little sort of Star Wars stuff going on. But I mean, there's a lot of cosplay. You see, like these groups called I think it's called the 501st.
That's right.
The 501st Legion or something like that.
Do you think they all take it in turns to play Vader? Or is it just
I don't
one
know.
guy?
I know because I think they all own their own costumes,
Oh,
and these
really?
are these are complete screen accurate.
They're incredible.
Recreations.
They are incredible.
They spend so much money building their outfit or getting it custom made by
George
the
Lucas
original
said-
prop.
George Lucas said they
designer.
were better than the originals in the films.
Well, yeah, I mean they're higher quality, and if you go, I mean they go to the level of detail where they have the actual Vader breathing and the voice changer and things like that, and then the inside of the helmets is all authentic as well. It's not just a load of black fiberglass.
You uploaded a sort of, it was like a cross section of a helmet. It looked absolutely mental.
I know.
You uploaded a lot of different things, mate. I'll be honest. Every 2 minutes, my phone was buzzing. It's like
So I went there sort of
permanent
thinking at the very least I
pocket.
can maybe come back with a t-shirt for you or something like that. But as it was, I couldn't actually get my hands on anything decent.
Well,
I mean, I had
you disappointed me
look
because you said, "Going to bring you back some merch. What do you want?" I went, "Oh, get me a sexy little Star Wars number." A couple of hours later, it's all shit, mate. Nothing here.
I did. There was nothing really special. The only one that was really cool. I mean, there was one that was like it said something like Lars or Skywalker and Son farm repairs or something like that. And I thought, well, that's a bit shit.
Skywalker and Son. Have they
something
even
like
seen
that.
the film? Should be Skywalker and Uncle.
Exactly.
What's that
It should be
about?
something like that. Yeah, it should be something like that. Or Skywalker and Co. There was like a Toshi Station, like kind of crew shirt as well, which was all right, but it wasn't particularly fancy. The best one, of course, is the one I already own, which is the one of the Death Star trench, with the targeting computer.
Oh, yeah, that's quite cool.
I thought, well, he wouldn't really want one of those because I already wear it. But I did see a couple of famous faces. We had Dave Prowse was there as always.
Did you put that one up on Instagram?
Yeah. So basically, I took some pictures. You can find them all on our Instagram feed, which, if you don't know, is at Blah Wars. And some of the guests I saw were Dave Prowse.
It's going off the chain. Well, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go through these photos then.
Okay, mate.
Well, actually, can we just start at space dust or space rubbish?
Yeah, and that was something I found in Teddington. That's a skip.
It's got a few
called
likes.
Space Rubbish. I just thought it was funny.
Someone's asking if
I was
they could
drunk
have
at that
these.
point.
I
I
was
was so
gonna say,
drunk
I mean,
at that
this is-
point that I actually went to a shop to buy cigarettes, and I also came out with one of those.
Space
I
rubbish.
came out with
graffiti
one of
the
those
side of
spinners. You know what I'm talking about?
Hang
Those
on, that's
little-
my phone number on the side of that trash compactor right there.
That explains all the calls, mate. There was a worm in it and everything.
I
It was,
imagine that's what the Spice Mines of Kessel probably look like. Just big dumper truck full of shit.
It'd be cool if you could dump a load of spaceship parts and a great big worm in there. It'd be cool, So we'll go through the photos then. The earliest one I took, I did the first stall that grabbed my attention when I went in there was this stall that do what are their names? Sorry, they're called. Bad research here. Pozu. Let me just try.
That's
and remember
right.
that.
So you got the BB-8. You got the BB-8 trainer, right?
Yeah. So they've got loads of really cool Star Wars footwear, and it's kind of a bit tongue in cheek. It's not like replica footwear from the film, but it's very heavily inspired by the stuff they do
I see
wear
a
in the
massive
movies.
chewy Ugg going on there.
Yeah, that's right. If you go to their Instagram, which is PO_ZU,
Real
and
Wookiee
we're
fan.
not sponsored by them or anything like that. I just had a nice chat with the guy, but I thought it was cool footwear. I'd never seen anything like it. It's like licensed official Star Wars footwear, which is pretty cool. So they have
It's official,
trainers.
so it's a Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
You can go and sell this stuff.
That's right.
The
They have
BB-8 one looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's like one of the high tops they've got there. They've got others a bit like that, but they've got Death Star plans on them.
Oh yeah,
printed all over them, so they're kind of more subtle, less
sort of
in your face.
Rogue One, is it?
Yeah, that's it. And they've got boots based on Finn and Rey and stuff like that. So you can see some of those on our Instagram feed.
You
I
said last time. Looks like Ray's got her feet in a couple of Cornish pasties.
And I did think about that on the day. Having seen them up close, they look more like knitted boots.
Knitted boots.
Yeah,
they come. They'll do a really well.
I don't know if they're waterproof.
With lots of water running around.
Yeah,
Soggy.
They looked alright. There was I bumped into a pair of guys dressed as stormtroopers. It's quite funny because if you stop them to ask for a photo, obviously nobody says anything. You kind of say, "Can I have a photo?" and they just look at each other, and then they just look at you, and then they nod. No one talks. No one talks through their mask. So everyone, these guys are constantly in character. Yeah. Pretty cool. The Rebel pilots I bumped into were really cool as well. I don't know what group they were with. I think they were just part of a. I don't know. They had a guy going around with them, right? Who had a security pass. So they're like being escorted around by this third person.
They kind of look like the Rogue One sort of Rebel pilots, I think. Almost like the helmets. Yeah, I recognise the badges. Yeah. Maybe I'm going mad, but
they look a bit different. I mean, I don't know if they might be that they've designed those themselves. I don't know. Yeah. They do look different. They look slightly more refreshing. And
the Rogue One Rebel pilots, their whole uniform was silk.
Everything's all shiny. I don't know why they did that.
What's going on there?
But it's they did. There are some little subtle changes considering it started.
No, is that an actor or is that a statue?
No, that's an actor, and
it's a bit short for Vader,
breathing and everything.
Oh, really?
I know he's pretty. Yeah, he was pretty tall at the time. He's quite a big guy. He's quite well built. But he was had breathing sound effects going on, which is pretty cool because you don't expect that.
That's cool.
The stormtroopers, excellent costumes, and the imperial officers and things like that. I guess that's the most minimum effort to do an imperial officer. Just
you need to have a good frown.
You've got to look pretty hard and serious.
These guys just look like Gestapos from Nazi Germany.
The guys in black?
Yeah.
The stormtroopers.
They've gone to the wrong convention, John. Yeah. They're just mingling.
I saw some. I mean, the Rey and Kylo Ren and Hux, excellent, really, really good job. I mean, look at the person dressed as Rey. The authenticity of that outfit. It's just absolutely screen perfect.
She rips up a duvet and just went, that'll do. For a bit of tea on it, for a bit of a stain.
But even Kylo Ren's cloak and everything, like the material it's weaved from, it's exactly the right look. So I was really impressed with the realism.
So what do these guys do then? They just stand in front of those.
No, they wander around. They wander around all day.
Do you have to pay for these photos, John?
No, not at all. No, you just
these guys love it.
They just come to a stop they can't go like from A to B without being stopped like 100 times. As soon as someone's done posing with them with a photo, they get approached by someone else. So I mean, if one of them needs to go for a shit really badly or whatever, there's no way they're going to make it on time because everyone will be stopping them. Yeah, he would be by the time he takes all those sheet stuff. Yeah. So and then there's a little panel where you've got guests. Now there was a couple of non-Star Wars. There was a lot of non-Star Wars guests, obviously things like the Power Rangers, which I personally not interested in. And
is this a sneaky side photo of Dave Prowse?
Yeah, because it's quite rude to go up to people and photograph them. It costs you
about £20 as well. If he gets word that this is on the interweb, he's going to be.
I think this is okay. I think this is okay. I mean, it's not like he's in a closed-off area where it says no photos, no photos. He's out in the open, mingling with other people, so it's a bit more.
These guys make a living out of this stuff, don't they?
They do now. They do. I mean, this is their livelihood. That's why they go to every one, really. Because I mean, if you're selling your photograph at he's not too pricey actually, Dave Prowse. But I mean, let's just say you sell your photograph at £30 or your autograph at £30, whatever, and you have like 400, 500, maybe more than that. People come up to you in the day, ask you for signed things. It's a lot of money you're taking home. So, it's ridiculous. I guess a lot of it goes to the venue though as well. You've got to kind of give a little bit of a feedback for selling stuff. I'm not sure exactly how it works. Maybe some of our listeners can tell us. But if you look behind him in the photo I've taken, there's a guy standing there with a shirt on, like touching his chin.
Yeah,
that's the guy in Rogue One who doesn't have a name, and he goes, "Launch!" at the end. So, and his photo is that scene.
Autograph.
I don't know. I didn't look. I didn't say anything to it.
I just thought it was a bloke queuing up to get Dave Prowse.
No, I thought it was a security at first.
So he's the guy at the end of Rogue One that's gone launch.
Yeah,
I know what I'm going to do the rest of my life.
I think his name's Christopher P. Nolan. Because he has to put the P in there, because otherwise people think they're going to meet the Batman director, Christopher Nolan. Can you imagine people rocking up to him with a poster for Batman Begins signed by the entire cast, apart from Christopher Nolan, and he signs it.
He signs it. Christopher P. Nolan. lunch. / you're a twat.
He's in charge of deciding when it's lunch as well. He just shouts it out across the arena. So around the corner from him, not pictured, was the chap who played, I think his name's Guy Henry. He played the stand-in for Moff Tarkin. So they CGI.
Oh, no. So this is the guy.
He may have done the voice as well.
If you're in America and you don't know what Casualty is, it's a.
I think it's Holby City, actually, mate.
Is it Holby? Oh, it's
same show, same
crap.
show.
It's basically set in the same hospital. And
it's like a soap we have over here, like a drama series.
It's just totally, it's nonsense.
It's the same thing happens every week, but I think Holby City's more of a love romance thing with the cast. But we'll go through the pictures. We can go through them all in detail if you want, but we did that last week.
Yeah, it looks good. I mean, just holistically talking about it, it looks like there's.
I was really only photographing the Star Wars people, to be honest with you. That's what interests me, and I know that's what interests you. I mean, the cutest one was this little couple who've got a little Ewok with them. That was brilliant. So there's loads of people bringing their kids along, and the kids are taking part in it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them are a bit too young to sort of realise what's going on.
I see a small Jenna Erso there from
yeah. Presumably Boba Fett's her father, because she was sort of constantly with him all the time. So I'm guessing it's her dad.
Not in Star Wars canon. We're talking about this specific picture, just in case
in that photo,
Star Wars fans again going, these guys don't know anything about Star Wars.
There was a really good Chewie. There was a couple of good Chewies, but there was one that actually roared when he tilted his head back. I think he must have had some sort of mechanism in there that triggered a realistic roar whenever he did that.
These guys, they spend so much money on this stuff.
Yeah.
So much money and time.
But, they make a lot of money for charity, these groups. They turn up at hospitals and things like that as well. Yeah. They raise lots of money for charity. I think it's all done through donations and things like that. So they're a force for good by dressing up like bad guys.
That's
good.
Imagine
if you're in hospital, right? Or maybe you're a child who's unfortunately, terminally ill or something like that, and these guys all rock up. Wouldn't be very good if you don't like Star Wars, I suppose. But
if you're like, oh, flipping hell. Right, listen, mate. So earlier today, I'll get a little Instagram notification pop up. It goes, a couple of people have liked your picture. I went, I haven't seen this one yet. I'll click on it. Share your memories. No one shared anything.
No one said fuck all. Well, of the people that I liked, lots of people liked it. That's nice of them. But we were looking for some stories from other people that went to Comic Con. I know you fuckers went because I saw. So I'm not being disrespectful to our audience, but you're all fucking lazy cunts. Nobody responded. Oh well.
People like
thanks for not getting involved. Thanks for not being up for a laugh.
Share your memories. Share your memories. Just of you walking around going. Blah,
I don't think they read the description. I think they just thought that was a kind of message from us to make sure people share their memories. Just tell your family, tell your grandchildren about when you went to fucking Comic Con. Yeah. It wasn't a message. I should have worded it differently.
Share your memories. Just get them down in the diary. Write a diary so you can just share unrelated Star Wars content with everyone around you. Right, this brings us on to our last sort of blah.
Wait. We're not doing that yet because there's something I want to do before we do that.
Yeah.
I've got a little quiz for you, mate.
Oh, God. Here we go.
It's time for Star Wars Mastermind.
Well, this is... you're going to pull my pants down here because you're not giving me any time to prep, no time to research.
I've got in my hand questions. The way this is going to work, mate, is we're not doing the general knowledge bit, but you've got 2 minutes to answer as many questions as you can on your specialist subject, Star Wars. Your 2 minutes. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm sweating in nervousness. Go on.
Starts now. According to C-3PO, what are the odds of successfully navigating an asteroid field?
Oh, God, 23,000. I haven't got something to 1.
3,720.
I knew 3 was in there.
Who composed the original music for Star Wars?
John Williams.
Correct. In what year was Attack of the Clones released?
2002.
Correct. In The Phantom Menace, what part is missing from C-3PO when Anakin Skywalker first turns him on?
His eye.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which well-known English actor plays Supreme Chancellor Valorum in The Phantom Menace?
I don't know. I haven't got a clue.
It was Terence Stamp.
That's it.
What is the capital city of Naboo?
Feed.
Nice one. Okay, who is chased by Obi-Wan Kenobi and Anakin Skywalker after a failed attempt to assassinate Senator Amidala in Attack of the Clones?
Sam Weasel, is it?
Nice one. Okay, what language is C-3PO fluent in, ensuring he is picked by Uncle Owen?
I can't believe it. People screaming at me now, and we watched this the other day. Bocce.
Nice one. What is the name of the ballet watched by Anakin and Anakin and Palpatine in Revenge of the Sith, which is a parallel of the real ballet Swan Lake? Sorry,
I can't remember. I don't even know what it's called.
Squid Lake.
Squid Lake. You having a laugh? Someone's making
Can you give
up.
me the name of these guards designed to give... Oh, started so I'll finish. Can you give me the full name of these guards designed to be bodyguards to General Grievous? I'm just showing Jude the photo now.
No, I'm rubbish, mate. I'm not a true Star Wars fan.
IG-100 Magna Guard, almost like IG-88. Amazing. Well done, mate. I don't know how many you scored because I wasn't keeping track. But
do you know what?
I'll dub that in now.
All the points I lost were on prequels.
Yeah, okay. I thought I'd just throw those at you, mate, because it'd be a bit of fun.
Mate, I was shit.
To be fair, the difficult ones, I did look through them. I was like, it was so easy. A lot of the questions in these decks are so easy. So I found those, and I was like, these are more difficult. But a lot of them are to do with the prequels, and again, I'd be useless at that because most of the stuff
Well, okay. Well, the beauty of Google has thrown up. I'm going to throw one right back at your face.
Okay,
this is completely unprepped. This is the most difficult Star Wars quiz you will ever take.
Okay, Jude. I'm ready when you are, mate. Timing starts now.
Okay. What is the correct spelling of Chewbacca's homeworld?
K-A-S-H-Y... I don't know. Pass.
Okay. Triple YK.
Okay.
Dyslexic. What is the name of the giant space slug in the Millennium Falcon narrowly escapes?
I've got no idea.
Oh, mate.
Big one?
It's Exegorth.
Okay.
Who is the alien in Mos Eisley's Cantina who initially doesn't like Luke?
Dr. Ponda Baba.
Boom. Straight out of the bag. What is the class and number of the Millennium Falcon?
Is it YT-100 or something like that?
Oh, mate, it's YT 13,000 Light Freighter.
Oh,
what is the actual name of Cantina where Obi-Wan and Luke meet Han and Chewie?
I've got no idea.
It is Chalmers Spaceport Cantina. What is the name of malfunctioning astromech droid Uncle Owen chooses before R2-D2?
R5D4.
That's the one. Yeah, pops his load and all that shit. Right. The Stormtrooper Luke Skywalker assumes the identity of goes by what call sign?
TK421.
You sickhead. That's bang on. Doing really well. What garbage masher unit are Luke and Leia and Han temporarily trapped in on the Death Star? What's the number of it?
Oh.
You'll never get it.
247? Something like that?
No, it was 3263878.
Okay.
What is the full name of Luke's gunner during the Hoth battle?
Dak Roltar.
Yeah, suck my Dak.
Time runs out.
Boom. That's pretty good,
well
mate.
done.
You got halfway.
Thanks for reading off some questions there, mate. I see what we'll do because we're doing it. We don't really know what the scores are. We'll we'll add them up, and then we'll announce the winner.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's clearly you're going to win. Also, what I think we should do is keep them a little bit. So I had a lot of random prequel questions there about Revenge of the Sith and all that shite.
Yeah.
But we should maybe keep them OT next time.
Yeah,
And,
definitely.
I
wasn't expecting you to come back with one, but I mean, we'll probably source questions online. That'd be the best way to do it.
Sure.
You know, find some way of doing it, or send us your own questions. Don't tell us the answer. Don't know how that's going to work, actually.
just whack them out. No one's tweeted us. No one cares. Or just whack them on Instagram. We're getting there with the followers. It's only been up a week. It's going all right.
It's not going badly at all.
So just talking back to Instagram then, John Boyega, mate, from the street. He's put up a new blaster from the Last Jedi.
Is that an official picture?
That's an official
from his account.
Picture from his account. If you
and it lights up.
Yeah, it lights up. It looks pretty sweet. Looks pretty badass.
It's pretty cool. I made something like that for Secret Cinema. It looked very similar, actually. I'll send. Maybe I should put a picture up of my one I made a few years ago. Yeah. Honestly, mate, really close to that. I'm not joking.
Oh, really? They just ripped off your design?
I just think it's just, it's kind of like I went and found like this space blaster from a toy shop and then I modified it and painted it differently for Secret Cinema. But I gave them both away.
Oh, really?
I gave one away with my costume, which I resold because other people wanted to go. And then I gave one to a mate who lives down in Devon.
Oh,
with Adam.
You're very, very kind, generous.
Because he really liked them, so I thought you can have one of these, mate. Pop it in the post to you.
Treat yourself. Just sending a gun through the post.
Yeah, nice little glimpse of something from The Last Jedi. I mean, it's getting that stage now, we're like 200 days away, or 199 days away or something.
Yeah.
And it's got to that point now where they're starting to reveal more and more, and the toys are going to be coming out, and there's going to be clothes coming out with T-shirts, and I love it. There's going to be lots of photos and trailers and videos and things being released. It's exciting times.
Really excited about all that shizzle. Really excited about it.
It's difficult not to spoil it for yourself, though.
I know. But do you know what, mate? I think that's part of the fun for me. It's part of the fun. It's the. I know we said it last time. I didn't want to do it. We didn't want to spoil the film for ourselves. But there's something a little bit kinky about reading something that you shouldn't have read. And to be honest, most of it turns out to be bollocks anyway, doesn't it? But just back to this gun, there's a blue flash, and I know there was a lot of blue blaster fire in The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that before. Have we seen that before? Proton
I think it used to be red.
That's about it.
If you think about the beginning of Ion Cannon as well, I think that's blue. If you think about the beginning of
green and red, right?
It usually is. I mean, the beginning of A New Hope, we recorded a commentary for it, which is out next week or after this episode.
I was going to say we've been promising that for flipping God.
We have, but we are. We thought we'd get on the ball with this one anyway. But we have got that in the bag, and it's coming very soon. But at the beginning of A New Hope, there's loads of firing going on, and it's all just red and green, isn't it? Just like dashing past the camera.
Yeah.
So it's nice seeing blue bolts of laser fire now. What was Rogue One like?
Yeah, that was just all traditional, mate.
Okay.
There was no... This is the stuff for me. Anything visual that goes off curve. Like Mace Windu's lightsaber, purple, it does my head in, it's purple. There's no rhyme or reason why.
Do you know why? No, do you know why it's purple?
What? Because Sam Jackson went, I want a purple
Insisted.
one.
Yeah. And George Lucas, being the wonderful director he is, said, "That's fine. Give him a purple laser sword."
Do you know why? Well, do you know the canon reason for it?
No.
Okay.
What's the canon reason?
Well,
according to Wikipedia or something.
Well, I'm not looking at it, but just off the back of my head. That's not a saying. It's not
off the back of your hand. I don't know. What's the saying? Off the top of your head. Yeah.
The back of my head. Just off the side
back of your massive head.
Just off the back of my massive head. Just
you're like robot with your headphones on.
Do I? John's looking at me. So we're FaceTime. We're not in the room this time, but John's looking at me with over FaceTime. I do look like Lobot. I'm a big slaphead, and I've got these sort of blue and silver headphones. I do look like Lobot. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. But the purple lightsaber action, the cannon off the top of my head is essentially he's going a little bit into the dark side, but he can channel it. He can kind of control that dark side.
This is why fans shouldn't be able to write the stuff on Wikipedia. Because that clearly wasn't the case. It's just...
Well, this is the thing. All right, so when you get a kyber crystal, they're all clear, right? They're all clear. And they change colour depending on your sort of...
personality.
False personality, I suppose.
Oh, my God, mate.
How would you? What's your reason?
Well, how come? Why does if that's true? Then why does Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber remain blue through the entire? Because
it stays true to the original builder.
So why is Darth Vader's next lightsaber red?
Because he builds it and he's like filthy Sith Lord.
So if Darth Vader's ghost turned on the lightsaber, would it be blue or red?
It would kind of be like the Last Jedi poster where it goes from blue, bleeds into red.
Okay.
You liking that? There's got to be a clue in that. There's got to be a clue in that poster.
Well, I don't want to speculate.
Why not? It's the best part.
I don't know. We can talk about the Lego, though, if you want. By the way, this is a spoiler warning, so if anybody is listening to this... This is the point where... Well, it's not a spoiler warning, really. We're about to discuss some new Lego products that have been leaked. These are photos that have come from Denmark.
I've not seen these yet, so this is the first time I'm seeing them. So you've had a quick look. A quick butchers.
But I'm just warning you guys, if you don't want to know anything about the story of The Last Jedi and you think, I don't want to know anything at all... Not even on what's on a toy box that's in a shop that I'm going to see like a month before the film comes out, and I'm probably going to go in the toy shop and get the box down and just have a good stare at it anyway. So if you think it's too early for that sort of nonsense, that's cool. But this is the point where you can turn the podcast off because this will be the last bit. We might have a piss around at the end, but that's about it. Anyway, so if you want to leave, you can leave now. Right, we're now going to talk about the Lego. So we got the pictures here.
Yeah, so we're looking at geekculture.co.
Geek Culture, yeah. Other websites are available. It's just they seem to have them all in the same place on this website. They've really got on the box. They've even estimated the prices. So the first one they've got is these are photographs of boxes that have not yet been assembled. They've been printed, but they haven't actually been folded up and packaged yet. And it's the new Star Wars packaging, which is all white with a large photo on the front and in the top. Right corner of the packaging, you've got a picture of the three heroes, Poe, Rey, and Finn, and Rey's holding her lightsaber horizontally.
She looks like she's in control of that thing. She's taking ownership of that lightsaber now.
Yeah, she looks really, really cool. I want that on my wall.
She does. She does look, and she looks cool with her hair down. I mean, this is old. So that part of the box was released. What?
Couple of months ago,
3 months ago now. And it was released before we were doing the podcast. But I don't know whether they're all going to be together again. I think they're 3 siloed heroes.
Well, it may be the case, but I hope it's Finn and Rey gets meet up again in this movie.
Well, she says that, doesn't she? When he's knocked out,
I'll see you again. Yeah, but I mean, they wrote that without any knowledge of what was coming next, so
yeah,
it's not like that dictates the next film. But anyway, this is a really interesting set. It's got everyone talking. This is the First Order Star Destroyer. And what's really interesting... Okay, so it's not a big reveal. We saw this ship in the previous movie, but the really interesting thing is it comes with a figure of Supreme Leader Snoke. And that is very interesting, is it not?
Where are you seeing that?
If you look down, mate, look at the figures that are included in the box.
Yeah.
It comes with Supreme Leader Snoke, who is wearing an outfit very similar to Yoda. Have you seen it yet? He's on his computer and I'm on mine.
Right, hang on.
Second image on the page, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I'm looking at...
Scroll one down.
Yeah, First Order Officer, First Order Shuttle Pilot, 2 Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I thought that was C-3PO.
No. What's he doing on the fucking Star Destroyer? Supreme Leader Snoke.
Leader Snoke. Hang on. So this is it because he looks like he's... What's that? Is that
and a BB-8. A black BB-8.
Black BB-8. Shit, the bed.
Yeah.
So hang on. So I've not seen any of these. So from a distance, sorry, John, it was pixelated. It looked gold. I was like, oh, 3PO's got his gold arm back. Here we go. Which we knew from the Vanity Fair images.
We did.
So I just assumed that was 3PO. Scroll down. So, well, he looks completely different. I know it's a Lego character. And there's not a lot of definition in this, but he's...
well, he was kind of black and white.
Well, he looks like
or
me,
blue
mate,
and
I'll be honest.
white.
He looks like
does
me.
look a bit like you. But I mean, you can't really see a lot. But people, what do we speculate? I don't know what they did for... I think the Yoda figure was the same size as all the other figures anyway.
We're saying the hologram in The Force Awakens was just like sort of a traditional blue, black and white hologram, wasn't a real representation. This is full colour, so we're saying he's white. He's wearing gold robes.
Yeah.
He looks like he can walk around.
Yeah, and whether or not he's the same height as everyone else is yet to be determined. I've got a terrible feeling they're going to make him like a little mini Yoda. Like a little evil Yoda type thing.
He does look small.
That's the last thing. But that's why they've done that thing where they made, I thought, the Wizard of Oz at the end when it turns out it's not this great big head, it's just a little man behind a curtain. I think it's like that. I hope it's not the case, but let's wait and see. But yeah, that's really the thing that's got everyone excited. The Supreme Leader Snoke stuff.
A couple of observations, mate, here. Well, one, why is he fifth in that order? Because it looks like it's officer order, and then he's just popping up at the end.
I don't know why.
Two.
I don't know why.
He looks
could
like
be alphabetical.
He looks like he's wearing Jedi robes there, mate.
Yeah.
Does look like he's wearing old school prequel Jedi robes. Or pyjamas.
Could be. Gets better, mate. It gets better. If we scroll down another picture.
So the description is, we get our first look at Supreme Leader Snoke, who looks like Lex Luthor, which is a bit disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay, next picture then. Hit me up.
The next picture is the First Order Heavy Assault Walker. So it's like a version of the AT-AT, the next generation of the AT-AT. A bit of a weird shape, not all like symmetrical. This is making me worry that we're going to get a copy of Empire again.
Well, this is that planet in the trailer where you see those sort of, I don't know what they are, some sort of hover speeder type things hit the salt dunes. I assume they're salt, and they cut into them, and all of that red smoke and dust comes out.
Yeah.
So I assume it's that sort of
terrain.
That terrain. But I know what you mean. Well, when I saw that in the trailer, and you look into the distance and you see the
you can see the legs of walkers. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of these. And the design is very similar to the current thing. I could be like a Macquarie thing. There's a big gun on the top. So it looks like there's some sort of huge weapon on top of these things.
Yeah.
And you get a little AT-AT driver in the box of this one.
Yeah.
First Order. Now this is interesting. Look at this. Poe Dameron has been renamed Captain Poe Dameron.
Oh yeah.
And he's dressed very much like Han Solo.
So he's dressed in black and a grey tunic sort of thing.
Yeah. Rey's got her hair down now in this one. So this obviously takes place at a different point in the film.
Well, she travels to this planet by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks like it.
And fights alongside Poe.
Yeah.
Which would be interesting.
There's no Luke Skywalker figure in this set, but you only get 5 figures. I guess they're going to spread those out. So I'm not saying... I can't speculate whether or not, she's obviously involved in that scene somehow, but we'll have to wait and see why that is. Then if you scroll down...
Hang on. That Walker driver, what's he got? He's got like a little David Bowie
it's got like a stripe
over his eye.
But at a glance, it does look very much like the ones from the Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah.
So scrolling down, this is the Resistance bomber. Okay, now this looks a bit like a B-wing, which has been kind of crossed with the Falcon, and it's got all these kind of little bubble things on it where there's people's heads popping out, so there's like gunner seats in it and things like that. It looks a bit like Slave One as well.
It does.
Looks pretty cool.
So
but look at the figures included in this one, though, mate. This is really interesting.
Let's talk about the ship a second, because this is, again, this pops up in the trailer, and it looks like there's some sort of blockade.
Yeah,
to me. But so they're a bomber. I wonder if they're bombing the planet.
I don't know. It's dropping stuff at the bottom as well.
Ah, here we go.
Little black balls.
Here's that. But so is the
Vice Admiral Holdo. But look at the end. Poe Dameron, not Captain Poe Dameron.
That's interesting.
So at some point in the film, he gets promoted. You get a Resistance bomber, a Resistance bombardier, which or bombardier, maybe you pronounce it like that. Bombardier, I pronounce it. Is that right? Bombardier.
Bombardier.
And Resistance Gunner Page, which is actually the name of a character. So that's pretty cool. So the small people are getting names.
So Laura Dern, who's playing Holdo, she's obviously part of the Resistance.
Yeah.
And Vice Admiral. So I wonder,
she has a gun as well. So
she looks like
she's going to be shooting shit up.
Oh, there she is in the next picture. We saw.
Mind you, we did say that about Gwendolyn Christie, mate. So.
Oh yeah, well of course, and she was complete shit.
But it'll be interesting to see if her figure's unmasked this time around, or if they make a little Lego figure of her, which I'm sure they will. There is also kicking around, and I think it might be just rumoured. There is a little mini set, which is like a little kind of Rocky thing with Luke Skywalker and Rey on it, and it's some sort of training scenario. But it's a very small, like kind of low. What's the budget kind of Lego set? But I don't know if that's authentic yet. The photos look pretty authentic, but it's not been presented in this kind of style of box yet. So we'll have to wait and see with those. But that's the new Lego stuff for you guys. What do you think?
Well, and tell us what you think. If you listened in to this and you've come from Instagram, maybe we can put like a cheeky little bit of artwork up, comment on that, let us know your thoughts, and we'll give you a shout out in the next one. But for me, it's Snoke. Snoke looks mental.
You're disappointed.
I don't know. I'm more intrigued than anything.
Well, it'll be good to see him in the flesh and not as some bloody hologram in a chair this time. I hope.
I just don't know what he's doing. I read somewhere that Rian Johnson, is not really concentrated too much on Snoke in this film. We don't find out anything at all about him. So I'm really surprised to see that there's a little figure of him in Lego format. So well,
maybe it's so they're trying to release more figures from the trilogy they weren't able to include last time as well. There could be that element to it.
Do you know what, mate?
What?
I'm not seeing Skywalker.
Yeah, but he's, like I say, he's in that other set.
Yeah, but is he? What is that set on Act 2, or is he?
Yeah, it's an Act 2 thing.
I just feel like he's going to sit there and be sulky.
I don't know. I wouldn't get your hopes up. I mean, he's probably got a much smaller role in this film than people are expecting. Bigger than the last one, but a much smaller role in total. I mean, who knows?
I was expecting that.
Prepare
with
to be
Ford
disappointed.
in the last one, and he had a massive role, and I was really chuffed with that.
Yeah, I hope they give Luke Skywalker a nice send off or something like that if they are going to kill him off. But it's there's a Carrie Fisher won't be in the third one, obviously, so they're going to have to find out. They're going to have to bide their time with this kind of stuff. But let's look forward to it. It's coming out soon. Well, not soon, 200 fucking days, but how many podcasts do you think we can get done by then?
Well, the way we're going, we're doing like 3 a week, aren't we, at the minute? It's ridiculous. We're getting running out of things to talk about, John. Scraping the barrel for podcasts.
We're scraping the barrel. We're looking at Lego now. But no, we've got big ideas. Anyway, the next episode you hear, guys, will be the A New Hope commentary. And when that's going on, we're going to be in Spain, aren't we, mate? Not together, though.
Oh, no. I'm in Milan. I'm in Milan from Thursday.
And I'm going to be in Barcelona.
Maybe we could do like a Skype cross, well, it'd be the same continent, but cross-country Star Wars special.
I don't think we can because I'm not taking my laptop. Good luck recording that.
I'll do one on my own.
You can do one by yourself if you want, yeah.
Yeah, that'll go down like a lead bloody
balloon.
balloon.
The intro. That'll be good.
Just me talking to myself in Milan on my own. Star Wars.
Go to some kind of podcast cafe. Maybe I can rent a studio over there and
Exactly.
do a special internet one. Anyway, enjoy the New Hope commentary, which is coming up, and let us know what you thought about the pictures and Comic Con as well, if you can be bothered this time.
Yeah, lazy bastards. We love you. Don't leave us. Don't unfollow us.
Don't leave us, please. We need the attention. All right, cool. I'm signing off then.
All right, mate. Nice one. Well, thanks for the emergency call.
Podcast. All right.
Yeah.
Until next time, everybody. May the force be with you.